Hey, what's up? It's Drew, and I want to take you through a quick little tour of something I created. This is a visual walkthrough of a seller lead script landing page with some pretty slick automations built into it. And I just want to walk you through this to show you some of the uniquenesses that I believe you're going to be able to appreciate. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Whoa. And we're just going to kind of start here, right over here in the middle. And you're effectively starting off with your short link, your domain. The page is called the seller lead script. We're going to kick things off right out of the gate with the name, email, phone number, and property address. Pretty straightforward. We want to get the bare minimum out of the way and added to the system. But we do want to know what type of property it is, right? Let's look at how we can get this information figured out. We can get this added to the system just by a simple drop down, and this will be tagged to that contact, which is pretty slick. So now if you ever want to be able to sort by all your mobile homes or your commercial properties, you can easily do that. And you also want to be able to ask those sellers, are there other properties you're interested in selling? Because think about it, if you're able to do a deal with this person and solve their problem, think they might be willing to sell you another property? So being able to find that out about the seller is going to be valuable information. Gathering that address, even if you're not ready to make an offer on that, no problem. Even if it's a property that they said wouldn't be sold to you unless you get this other one, no problem. Gather the data. When it comes to repairs, we generally like to ask, this is very open-ended. Does the house need any repairs? Okay, can you tell me a little bit more? And then we do want to get a few specifics, primarily big ticket items. How old's the AC? How old's the roof? What condition are these things in? Can you tell me a little bit more? Does the house have any upgrades? Everyone's always quick to enhance and elaborate all the updates that they did 15 years ago with excruciating detail. Okay, no problem. We want to know about that. Please share. Occupancy status, really important. If they have to get out of the place before closing, you want to know that, and especially if there's tenants there. Sometimes you can build enough rapport to find out if the place is rented, what do you collect in rent monthly? How's that cash flow working? When's the tenant due to move out based on their lease? Got an asking price? We'll be sure to do our due diligence on the property, get back to you with a cash offer based on the information that you've provided for us and what the market tells us. But if you can help us cut to the chase to know if there's a sweet spot that we need to get to numerically, that'll be helpful as we can try and meet that as we go through the analysis. Now, you can see that we're only now late in the script asking specifically, why are you interested in selling, and are you in a time crunch to sell? Because you might be going through a divorce and have no urgency to liquidate the property. So we want to know that and tag them green or yellow as such. But if they say they're in a time frame that they've got to sell fast, 30 days, 14 days, what have you, then we'll ask, can you expand on that for me? And we had a nice little library of motivations here that become automatically tagged to the contact. And then sometimes they'll tell you a little bit more. You never know how these open-ended questions will get answered. We want to have a free text space to fill out anything else. The caller was a little bit ornery. They seem really motivated. Their persona was agitated. They've got a prickly personality. Whatever's unique. They might be really friendly. Or are they looking to be opted out? If that's the case, let's take them off our list. Okay, we'll opt them out right there, then and there. But the idea is that we get all these questions answered and we submit this form. And then what we're going to do is kick off this workflow here that's essentially going to give you your last marching orders. This is the lead evaluation workflow. It's going to opt in that contact, make sure they're appropriately tagged, give you the task to evaluate them. And you know what? If the property's listed, guess what? You let them know what your buying model is and how you handle those opportunities. Maybe you can refer them to a retail buyer, perhaps. But obviously there's going to be the email that they get on the tail end of that, and then there'll be a 1-day delay before there's another email and a backstop for 72 hours letting you know to make sure you got to check that contact because you don't want your lead sliding through the system and taking too long to get contacted. Otherwise, they'll go elsewhere to get their problem solved. So with that, I thought that would complete the coverage of this seller lead script overview. Thanks for watching.